In the glowing city of Nokwa, where the horns of Danfo buses competed with the calls of hawkers and the sun melted into orange skyscrapers, Prince Ifediora lived in silent misery. Heir to the mighty Oba Odigon, he had wealth, fame, and power, but no love he could trust. Tired of the fake smiles and flatterers who worshipped his name, he made a secret vow to disappear from the palace and find a woman who would love him without knowing who he was. So, one moonless night, he left his royal life behind, dressed in the uniform of a private security man, and took a humble job guarding a shopping complex in the heart of the city. But life among the commoners was not as he imagined. He was mocked by shop owners, called lazy bones by his supervisor, slapped once by a vendor who blamed him for a stolen bag. Women passed him like dust on a windy road. Nobody saw his eyes, they only saw his worn boots and cheap uniform. Everyone, except one. Her name was Amara. She was an orphan who sold roasted corn and plantain by the roadside. Her parents had died in a fire when she was a child, and she lived in a tiny one-room shack behind the market. But what she lacked in riches, she carried in kindness. She often brought the poor security man water on hot days and offered him warm food when she could barely feed herself. "If you don't look down on me, I won't look down on you," she said with a smile that could melt stone. Her laughter danced through the air like flute notes, and slowly, the prince found comfort in her presence. One day, while he was helping her fix her broken stall, thugs from the market came demanding money. Amara stood tall and refused. The thugs pushed her, and before thinking, the security man fought them off with grace and strength that surprised everyone. That night, news broke, the Oba's lost son had been found. Footage of the fight had gone viral. Suddenly, the guards at the palace rushed to the shopping complex. Sirens wailed. Reporters swarmed. The city gasped, the poor security man was Prince Ifediora. The same people who had insulted him now fell to their knees. They brought him gifts, praise, apologies. But the prince remembered every unkind word. He said nothing. Instead, he turned to Amara, knelt before her in the middle of the marketplace, and said, "You gave me water when I had nothing. You fed me with your heart. Will you be the queen beside me, not for my crown, but for my soul?" Amara, with tears in her eyes, said, "I saw your heart long before the world saw your face." They returned to the palace, not in a golden chariot, but walking hand in hand, the whole city watching.